Well, look who's working so hard.
Sorry, the office is closed.
Which would be why you're here doing what by yourself exactly? Oh, let me take a wild guess. You're trying to cover your tracks. What a shame you're too late.
Why are you still here? Isn't it time you crawled back under your rock?
You remember Jason, don't you? The one grandfather loved so much. The one who was in a near-fatal car accident, had emergency surgery. I'm just here to make sure grandfather's all right.
Don't call him that. You're not family.
Grandfather would disagree.
That's because you shamelessly suck up to him. But I see who you are.
A woman who wishes she had everything you take for granted. At least you had a family, have a family, yet all you do is bitch and moan. Any family I ever had was ripped away by my mother's lies.
Wah, wah, wah. Go back to the Chandlers. Bleed that family dry.
Shipped me off to boarding school just as soon as they could. But you, Tracy, you had it all, didn't you? Everything I ever wanted. Yes, it's true, the Quartermains turned bickering into a family sport, but there was always love underneath, and you squandered it. Alienated your sons, drove them away. Maybe that's why you've always seen me as a threat.
Threatened by a woman who's experienced a lifetime of rejection?
I see family for the gift that it is. Even after I admitted I wasn't a Quartermain by blood, it didn't matter to Alan or Edward. I was more of a family to them than you ever were.
Don't compare us. We're worlds apart.
Pop?
Hello, Johnny. Age must be catching up to me. I should have spotted you tailing me 3 blocks back.
Who says I'm tailing you?
A man in your position should have better things to do than follow his own father. You being in charge and all. Sonny is getting more unpopular by the minute. You should be making preparations to take advantage.
Like you are.
Spare me the little orphan routine.
You remember Jason, Tracy, don't you? Your nephew who's about to undergo yet another surgery. Have you even called to check and see how he's doing?
Jason hasn't been my nephew since AJ took him for a drunken joyride and they plowed into a tree.
Oh, how can you be so callous?
How can you think that I care about your opinion? You're nothing but a parasite latching on to survive.
Well, you'd certainly know all about that, wouldn't you? The way you latched onto Gino Salito after grandfather kicked you out. Is that what you were doing? Looking him up? Or what you did to him?
You're not trying to compare our history with men, are you?
At least I'm a woman. I have to sleep with the men I screw over.
I guess so, and then they just leave you, right?
When's the last time you heard from Luke?
That's it. You're done. Get out. Find another victim.
Oh, this one suits me quite nicely.
Problem?
It's practically solved.
I want you to find something, and then I want you to make it disappear.
Don't we have something for that?
Actually, I want you to handle it personally.
No problem. What am I looking for?
Is it time to be cocky? This isn't it.
How can I help?
Why would you say you...
The sweet tooth you've developed there, huh?
The pastry chef is a master. We can't let these people toil in obscurity. We gotta celebrate their achievements, support the arts, like you with your piano. Why aren't you home playing?
I felt like a stroll.
Well, Dinky, you felt like checking me out. Knock yourself out. Sit here and paw through some cupcakes like a village idiot and see what you find. I'll tell you what you're gonna find. Nothing.
Yeah, it's always something with you.
Stop following him, John.
Yeah, it makes him nervous.
Bad things happen when he gets nervous.
Yeah. I want you to tail my father tonight. I want to know exactly where he is. He's up to something. Oh, Mom. I am so sorry. Hey, how's that new life treating you?
Look, Dad, don't be... Tracy's got me digging around in files, looking for anything pertaining to a big stock spike around a decade ago.
Predictable as a hungry rat.
What the hell's going on? Why wasn't I informed?
This is need-to-know information, so don't ask.
It's my ass on the line here, and I don't like surprises.
Do what I say, and I won't have to come up with any for you. Garish?
Sorry, I wasn't even watching where I was going.
No, it's okay. Something happened at ELQ? Trouble with Michael? What?
Thanks for asking, but,
Come on. I got my listening ears on today. Besides, I got this box of sweet baked persuasion. I don't want it to go to waste.
tempting, but I'm okay.
If I let you go, you're just gonna bump into some other unsuspecting pedestrian. It is my civic duty to convince you to sit down and give in to temptation, huh? You chocolate or vanilla person?
Vanilla, yes.
Vanilla it is. There you go.
Thank you.
It's a little messy, so.
Take it easy. Really? Oh, my God.
Right?
Oh.
And you should have a sugar high kicking in any moment now. Just wait for it.
That isn't fair. Making me feel like a kid again.
You feel better, huh? Even though you didn't want to?
Wow, cupcakes. Still a comfort food, huh?
Somebody needs comforting.
That obvious.
Yeah, well, there's only one other time I've seen you this wound up. It was when you first auditioned for the club. You left in tears. It's pretty obvious that dancing wasn't your first career choice.
If you thought that, why'd you give me a second chance?
Because I knew you were saving up to go back to school, and I liked what I saw.
And it was another chance to get me out of my clothes.
No, a chance to see you dance. Nothing more, nothing less. And as uncomfortable you were with the whole stripping aspect of the job, I could tell you were passionate about the dance.
I've been dancing my whole life. It's sort of a secret passion of mine. I wouldn't expect you to understand that, though.
But I do. More than you'd know.
Dad, she just wants what's best for her.
So, what have you found?
Nothing so far. You know, I might have better luck if I was looking for something more specific than potentially damning financials when a company jumped into the big leagues.
That information is all you need to go on.
I'm not doing these favors out of the goodness of my heart.
I don't do anything out of the goodness of my heart. What's your point?
I assume there's a payoff? Something in the nature of, say, a bonus attached to this week's paycheck.
You're on my team because you're smart, creative, and motivated. Those are qualities that help to build ELQ. If you stick with me, there's going to be a much bigger payoff than a bonus to your weekly check.
Good, you've got it on.
Diamonds aren't every girl's best friend.
The green of the stones off the glint in your eyes, like the jewels of a Celtic crown.
Who knew you were such a poet?
Who knew you had such a grudge against Tracy?
Did you deposit the money?
All in your offshore account. You have the flash drive, I assume.
This little storage bin holds all the damning evidence connecting the dots, proving that Tracy plowed all of Gino Salito's mob money straight into ELQ. All of her grand and glorious efforts were funded by dirty money.
Oh, I almost feel sorry for Tracy. Her days as a duchess looking down her nose on us peasants are coming to a close.
And the kingdom lived happily ever after.
The end.
Huh? Remember what I said. Whatever game you're playing with Tracy, you leave Edward out of it. He's not to be touched in any way. His assets and his life remain intact.
You have my word. Cross my heart.
And hope to die. How dare you mention Jackson? think you can make all the right noises and promise me that Edward won't get hurt, and you turn around and do it anyway, you really don't know what you're dealing with.
Again, I could say the same. You're gonna give me what I paid for?
With a minor caveat.
Sounds like a good wine.
I got you the goods on Tracy, and you can use that to get whatever it is you want to get over on her. But you leave Edward alone.
Is there a noir coming?
Let's just say the blood is coming up with that damning evidence on Tracy. I managed to come up with something even worse about you.